As we shall see further ahead, there are different classifications of rotating equipment. But regardless of the classification, rotating equipment moves products, and the products can be solids, liquids, or gases. More properly stated, rotating equipment moves money. Stop the equipment and the source of the revenue stops. This is a very important fact to remember. If you want your management to approve your recommendation, you must be able to justify it economically. A successful recommendation must state clearly and simply the problem, the cost of the problem to the company in terms of equipment parts, labor, and loss revenue, the recommended solution, its cost, and proof that the solution will work, and finally, all the savings to the company by implementing the proposed solution. If you proceed as shown here, you will be able to obtain and maintain your management support. Remember, you can learn a great deal in this course. However, if you cannot implement what you have learned, the information is totally useless to your company. If you cannot obtain your management support, you will never implement any action plan. There are 4 basic function classifications of rotating equipment, and these are the driven machine, the driver or prime mover which provides power to the driven machine, the transmission device which transmits the power from the driver to the driven machine, and the auxiliary units that support the rotating equipment. In every rotating equipment, you will find these 4 basic units, and the rotating equipment with these 4 units should be considered as a whole system. In this video, we will do a partial listing of some rotating equipment types grouped according to function. The objective here is to give you a sort of an overview just to put things into perspective. Of course, a complete and detailed understanding of construction details and functioning of centrifugal compressors will be provided to you in later sections. The first basic function classification of rotating equipment is the driven machine. The driven machine can be a compressor, for example. Compressors can be broken down into 2 major families: dynamic compressors and positive displacement compressors. Typical examples of dynamic compressors are centrifugal compressors, which can be single-stage as depicted here, or multi-stage. Axial compressors and integral gear compressors are 2 other examples of dynamic compressors. The second family of compressors, which is positive displacement compressors, include screw compressors, lobe compressors, and reciprocating compressors. Another example of driven machine is pumps. Similar to compressors, pumps can be broken down into 2 major families: dynamic pumps and positive displacement pumps. Dynamic pumps include centrifugal, axial, and integral gear pumps. Positive displacement pumps include plunger pumps, diaphragm pumps, and gear pumps. Other industrial examples of driven machines are extruders, mixers, and fans. The second basic function classification of any rotating equipment is the driver. The driver can be a steam turbine, a gas turbine, an electric motor, or any other type of engines. The third basic function classification is the transmission device, which includes gears, clutches, and couplings. And finally, auxiliary equipment covers the lubrication and sealing units, the buffer gas support systems, and the cooling systems. In this course, we will cover many types of rotating equipment as presented in this video, but again, the focus will be primarily on centrifugal compressors. My promise to you is to break down for you all the centrifugal compressor concepts, including working principles, operations, and construction details, and to easily digestible concepts. This to allow you to build your knowledge from the ground up. So, still some couple of videos ahead where we continue the general discussion on rotating equipment, then we will be ready to focus exclusively on centrifugal compressors. So that you know, I have decided to begin this course with a general discussion on rotating equipment because, as you will notice, there are a lot of similarities in both performance and mechanical aspects of various types of equipment. So, by completing this course, you will not only learn a great deal of information on centrifugal compressors, but also most of what you will learn is also applicable to the other rotating equipment to a great extent.